Today is Monday, August 7th, 2023. We are on Bunnell Rock right now, heading up the Kilkenny Ridge Trail to the summit of Mount Cabot, which is pretty close, 0.7 maybe. First thing up there is the cabin, which is not the summit. And then you go another 3 or 4 tenths, I think, to the summit. And on our agenda today is we're going to go up to Cabot and then turn around, come back this way, and go over, take Kilkenny Ridge south and go over the Terraces. So we can make like a triangle going down to the Terraces and then come back on York Pond Trail. Terraces are on the New Hampshire 100 highest, and I believe there are 3 of them on there, and the southern one has an obstructed view off of a ledge, I believe. So that's where we're going to aim for lunch, even though, as you can see, it's very hazy today. I mean, it's kind of a bummer. It looks pretty good. So this is actually like you don't want to slide off of this. Over there. Yeah, slightly better views, but all right, so we're gonna keep going. It took us an hour and 41 minutes to get here. Let me see, I gotta move my thing. 3.72 miles. We're moving right along. Next stop will be the cabin, which we'll probably just walk right by. There's a view right after that, which is not gonna be very good today. And then we're gonna go to the summit and come back. Well,
2.5 feet.
We're up at the viewpoint at the Cabot cabin. I think he's like 3 feet. He's pretty big. So the view is right behind him. Let's see. And it's all hazy. But that's pretty cool. I walked right there, came right up by him, didn't even notice it. There could be another one right behind me. Wow. Just chilling. The sun is not out. Hey, buddy. Cool. This is the junction of Kilkenny Ridge and Bunnell Notch. So when you come in from York Pond Trailhead, you come this way and you take York Pond for about 0.2 of a mile, and then you end up on Bunnell Notch. Take it out to here, keep going straight to go to Mount Cabot. But we're gonna come back. We've come back now. We're gonna go down. Kilkenny actually goes right through there, which is not very well beaten. And we're going to take it down to York Pond Trail, 3 miles, and then take York Pond Trail back to the car. So that will give us the Terraces. And a new trail, part of a new trail, Kilkenny Ridge. This section is new for us. And York Pond will be new for us, that section. This is what the trail looks like up on North Terrace. It was very nice. Somebody has obviously done a lot of brushing lately. I think that I know there's a race, the Kilkenny Ridge race, in the middle of September. So perhaps they were out here doing stuff in preparation for that. But look at how nice it is up here. We have not come to the summit yet. I believe that it should be right up here, and it supposedly is marked with a sign. Oh, I see a sign. And I just got a mile. All right. is, 36:30. Okay.
Let me get your photo here.
Next one is Middle. We are now at the spur to Terrace Mountain. So when we go back, we're gonna head down that way to York Pond Trail, which is 1.1 miles. Terrace Mountain is 1/10 of a mile out this way. And I just looked at, we stopped at North Terrace, which had a sign, and had lunch up there. And I looked at my New Hampshire 100 highest, it had East Terrace on it. And I don't know what East Terrace is. So, and the elevation didn't match North Terrace, didn't match Middle Terrace.
South Terrace is shorter.
South Terrace is shorter than both of those. So I'm not really sure if we did anything on the 100 highest or not. I don't know. I sort of feel like Middle was a little bit higher on my watch, but I didn't actually look at what my watch said the elevation was at North Terrace. So I'm not, there's some old moose droppings. We've seen several piles of old moose droppings, but no moose prints. It's raining right now, just started, but it has sprinkled off and on since we've been coming down from Cabot. So hopefully this is just a little passing shower. If not, hopefully it won't have lightning. But we're down pretty low now, and we're going to be heading down. So according to the AMC guide, Terrace Mountain has a obstructed view, and then there's a little herd path before you get to the obstructed view on the summit that takes you out to some ledges that supposedly have a better view. So we'll go check it out. This is the summit of Terrace Mountain, and that is Weeks right there, which is definitely on the New Hampshire 100 highest, along with two other Weekses. This is the high point right where the tree is, and there's like a obstructed view over here to like Imp and Middle Carter. I don't know what's back behind those. I don't know if that's Meter Ridge. I have no idea. There's really not much to see here. Supposedly,
Stand right there.
there's a better view down here, but I don't believe it. I don't know.
I didn't see something good.
I mean, it would be right here. That's not that great a view. I don't want to walk through that. Or, oh, maybe it's here. Someone has walked through these rocks. It doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. Especially everything's wet right now, and the sky is all fogged in. It said it's in a fern field right before the high point, which was that. There's no views here. As you can see, though, lots and lots of ferns all the way along Terrace. The part where you come off from Bunnell Notch is less ferny and more mossy. But once you get up that first North Terrace, it's all ferns. Pretty open woods too. Really pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna head down. We're around 3,500 feet. We're gonna head down to York Pond Trail, which I think is relatively flat. So, or gentle gentle incline. So we should have some pretty fast going now. Ooh, wet though. We are now at the junction of, I think, Kilkenny Ridge Trail. Maybe we're not at the junction.
Kilkenny.
Okay, so we're not there. I don't know why there's a random sign here.
We are at this intersection here.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Kilkenny.
That takes you back down to
Okay.
Sorry, York
That's-
Pond Trail.
Well, if we're there, then we should be at the junction of ours.
Almost.
Oh, almost. Okay, all right. So,
We have to follow this.
yeah, show that on the map here. So, that little intersection that we're at, this
York Pond Trail.
this part right here is non-maintained. The end of it was closed by the landholder like over 20 years ago. So it's still showing up on Gaia. It's not on AMC maps, I don't believe, but it is mentioned in the book. But it's not maintained anymore. So that is,
York Pond.
what is that?
It's York Pond.
I know, is that this?
Yep.
That part. Okay. And it looks like Kilkenny goes straight, but it actually is a turning right here. 6.2 miles to Wambach. We're not going that way today. But we are going to do that the next time we do Wambach, which maybe we'll do this week if it's bad weather. So we're going to come out and do the weeks this way. Okay, so we're going to go this way for just
A little tiny bit.
a short little bit, and then we're going to take a left, I believe. Okay. And this is Willard, what is it called? Not Gap. What's it called? Anyway.
I just dismissed it.
Sorry.
It's called Willard Notch.
Notch, right. Gaps are down south. Okay, and it's still raining. Okay, so now we are at the actual intersection that we wanted with York Pond. And it was really close. They said a 10th on the map. It was less than a 10th. 6.2 to Wambach, which is what it said back there. Oh, look, 9.8 to Jefferson. There you go. We are at the lower end now of York Pond, and it is we just encountered like water for the first time. So Kilkenny is very dry. Ugh, mud. If you're backpacking it, there's like really very little water anywhere. But we did actually come to a place on York Pond that had water. And then shortly thereafter, we came out of the woods and we were in flooded areas and bog bridges and overgrown grass. So it's still raining. Our feet were already wet, so at least we're not trying to keep our feet dry. There's a little tiny moose print right there. Okie dokie. This is a small dam that is mentioned in the AMC guidebook. So that's pretty neat. And also very interesting is this hiking sign. I don't know how long it's been there. A while. Okay. There were 2 water crossings and my feet were already wet, so I just walked right through them. You rock hopped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was able to do fine, but I just felt like, I'm already wet. So almost back to the car now.
It's a little rainy here. We're just gonna walk across this dam. Not a problem.
Crank that thing and open something. I don't know what it does.